And for our last recipe, we're going to make pancake flour.
Now on this one, it's important that you name all the ingredients and where you got them at.
Yes. Pancake. It's called Pancake Mix, and it's also from the Weimar cookbook.
Pancake Mix from the Weimar cookbook.
Weimar cafeteria cookbook, yes. And I'm starting with whole wheat pastry flour. We're going to use 3 cups of whole wheat pastry.
Whole wheat pastry. You gotta make this one clear because this is the one I'm gonna do.
Whole wheat pastry flour. And I'm going to show you the package. So I got the organic one.
Where'd you get it?
I got this at my local market. You can buy it in most markets. This was from Nob Hill Market. I got it in a different packaging at Whole Foods, but it was a smaller package. So
How come that one says whole wheat pastry?
It says whole wheat pastry flour.
What does the other one say?
It says the same thing basically, only it says 100% stone ground, and my guess is this is probably a healthier product.
Red mill.
Red mill.
Okay.
And I got this at my market. And I'm going to make 3 cups of this in my bowl. There's 2. Now this will last you quite a while, because you're not going to use all of it at one time. Okay, so there's 3 cups of the whole wheat pastry flour is in there. Now we're going to use 2 cups of oat flour. So I have, it's just whole grain oat flour. And it's also red mill. It comes in smaller bags like this.
2 cups.
2 cups. Now oat flour is good because it kind of helps to hold the pancakes together when they're cooking. And it's also very nutritious.
You gonna have enough there?
Yep. There's some stuck in the bottom here. There we go.
Pour all this in.
Now I had another oat flour here in case I didn't have enough. And now the last one is 3 cups of barley flour.
So there's 3 ingredients in.
There's 3 kinds of flour in here.
How many cups you put in there?
This is barley flour, and it requires 3 cups of barley flour.
So 3, 2, and 3.
Yeah, that's right. Stone ground red mill is what I usually get. Bob's red mill.
What is that again? Barley flour?
It's barley flour, yes. It's commonly used for baking, and they use it in bread also. That got away.
Just put it in there, that's what I would do.
It's a little bit much. It would be a little too much. And I spilled it on the table, but that's okay.
Okay, now you got
Now we've got, we need 2 teaspoons of salt.
Can you leave the salt out if you wanted to?
You could, but it kind of helps the flavor. And it's only 2 teaspoons, and it's a whole big pile of, you're getting very little salt per capita on this. So I could cut it in half, maybe.
No, make it the way you want to. That way it come out the right way.
And then if you're making it on your own, and I use sea salt. Sea salt.
Yeah, that's the kind that Dr. Lucas recommend. Hey.
Yeah. And the baking powder, I use the featherweight baking powder. It's aluminum free. And you use a different...
Wait a minute, let me see that label. What is that?
It's energy.
Pick it up a little bit, please. Energy baking powder?
Mm-hmm.
You get that at a Whole Foods store in Mobile?
You can get that in most health food stores. I think I got this at Weimar. And,
what is that for?
And baking powder makes them rise, makes them light. And that's actually 3 tablespoons. I need to clean this. Okay, 3 tablespoons of baking powder. And that's a very important ingredient because it does keep it light and fluffy when you're making the pancakes. So now that we got all that put together, I use a wooden spoon and I just mix it all up. Just try to get it all nicely mixed together because you want the salt and the baking powder to be mixed through all the rest of it. So.
Did you spread the salt out or did you put it in a
No, I sprinkle it over the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Some recipes you need to put the salt in order for it to work right. So, but I'm not sure if that's the case with this. But at any rate, it's a very small amount of salt. It has a chemistry effect in some cases. Okay, so you've got your pancake batter or your pancake mix all made now. And the next thing you're going to do with this is when you're ready to make the pancakes, you're going to measure out a cup or 2 of this mix into a smaller bowl, and you're going to mix it with enough soy milk or water to make a medium thick batter.
And that doesn't mean nothing to me. What are you talking about? Half a cup, a cup, 3/4 of a cup?
I generally start with about a half a cup of soy milk, and I mix it all in. And if it seems too thick, I'll mix a couple of tablespoons at a time until it's the thickness that I think will be best for pancake.
Okay.
And that's it. Is that any questions?
Well, maybe you can go over a little bit the 3 items that you made. The first one was...
Okay. The first one was the mock tuna spread. It has mashed garbanzos and vegetables and onions and celery in it, chopped up.
Okay.
And the second recipe was the tofu cottage cheese, and it's got a 1 block of firm tofu with vegetables and salt and lemon powder. And the last was the pancake mix, which is all dry ingredients until you decide to make your pancakes. And you constitute it with some soy milk or water, whichever you prefer. I like to do it with the soy milk. And that has 3 kinds of flour in it.
Okay, but with the soy milk, do you get plain vanilla or, you know, the different...
That's totally an optional thing. You can have, if you like the vanilla flavoring of soy milk, vanilla flavored, you could use that, or you could use the plain, or you could use coconut milk. You could probably use any kind of nut milks, almond milk. I don't think it really makes any difference on that.
Okay, do you want to identify yourself and why you're doing this?
I'm Peggy Drogemuller, and I am demonstrating these recipes so that my friends can have access to making them without having to struggle with it.
Would you mind this going on the internet or no?
If it looks decent, I don't mind.
Okay.
If it comes out good, if it's plain and easy to understand, then I don't mind.
By all means, because these ingredients would help a lot of people. And you learned this from a friend of yours, one of them, and the other ones you learned from Weimar, right? The cookbook.
I learned the basic techniques of this kind of cooking from Weimar.
Do you have any that Weimar book that you have, or you're starting your...
Yeah, I should show you the book.
Yeah, show us the cover.
This is the Weimar Cafeteria Cookbook. Can you see it okay?
Yes, but where can you get that book at?
At Weimar Cafeteria,
Well,
Weimar store.
If somebody from England wants to get it, where is he going to get it at?
I don't know the address to give you for Weimar, but you would maybe have to look up Weimar on the internet.
That's in Weimar, California, right?
As Weimar, California, and just look up either the New Start program or the Weimar Institute and check out the recipe book.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Miss Peggy. You did a good job, and I pray this comes out good.
Me too.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.